Here in the Pacific Northwest, we get our fair share of storms. I know that Portland and Seattle have a reputation for rainy weather, and we do get some stormy stuff like this. I don't know if you can tell, but the wind is picked up and the rain is coming down. But our rain, except for when it's stormy, tends to be like London rain, where it is just a mist, and you can live with it. The reality is, if you live in Portland or Seattle, or almost anywhere else in the Pacific Northwest, you have to be ready for a bunch of different weather conditions. That means you need a variety of different jackets and coats. Here, let me show you what I mean. First up, there's the heavy wool peacoat that I was wearing just now when I was outside walking the dog. Here's another jacket meant for heavy rain, but warm heavy rain. I use this jacket, which looks like a Carhartt but isn't. I use it when I have to work outside in weather conditions like this. Now, I consider this my default jacket. If worse came to worse and I had to pick only one jacket to keep, it would be this. This jacket used to be my default jacket, and it started to tear. Because it's lighter, it's begun to tear. Now I use this as my backup outside jacket for when I'm working in the yard. I bought this jacket in Budapest, Hungary. It's pretty lightweight and it's falling apart already, even after not even 2 years. There's holes in the pockets and stuff. So I will probably get rid of it before long. When the weather's a little lighter and I'm a little skinnier, I like to wear this jacket, especially when I'm going out for a nice dinner. Here is a jacket specifically designed for cycling. It has all sorts of venting, all sorts of holes. This jacket is very similar in design to my cycling jacket. It's just lighter weight and it doesn't have the venting. I should put this in the donation pile, shouldn't I? Here's a relatively new jacket for me. This is my Puffy jacket for very cold temperatures. So if I'm going someplace where it's snowy and frozen, this is the jacket I want. Out of all my jackets, this is probably one that is most expendable. It is a Filson wool bomber jacket. Its functionality is covered by some of the other jackets I have, and I really ought to get rid of it. This is a key jacket in my wardrobe. If I'm doing anything outside where I'm going to be super sweaty, or if I'm outside in a warm rain, this is the jacket that I want. This is just a cheap $10 Costco jacket. It's very cozy, very comfortable. This REI vest, I don't wear very often, and in fact, I probably should purge it. If I have a weakness where I'm buying too many of one particular kind of jacket, it's with these lightweight hoodies. I have several of them. I have a wool one that's too small. I should just purge that. I have a lightweight one with a hole in it. I should purge that too. And I have a heavier one. I kind of like this. I'll keep it. Last but not least, here is my most recent jacket purchase. It is an REI hooded sweatshirt that zips up. But it's comfy and it's cozy and I really like it. My girlfriend Kim grew up in Central California, where she didn't have to worry about as many different varieties of rain. And when we started dating in 2012, she used to poke fun at my extensive collection. She doesn't poke fun anymore. When you lived in California, how many jackets did you own?
One, I never owned a raincoat, ever. Two, I think I owned between 2 and 4.
And how many jackets do you own now?
At least 10, but probably 12.
I'll be honest, the frugal side of me, the minimalist side of me, worries that I have too many jackets and coats. And at least once a year, I go through my collection looking to see what I can purge. All of this reminds me of other people I've known who've had what I believed were too many of some particular object. For example, the man I learned photography from, he had so many different cameras and lenses. I have a friend who is a gardener who has so many different yard implements. I'm like, can't you get by with just a shovel, a hoe, and a rake? My ex-wife loves to bake. And because she loves to bake, she has a huge array of different kitchen tools and gadgets. The things we own are heavily influenced by where we live and the things we're interested in. Each of us is going to have different priorities. I'm not a baker, so I don't need to have a wide variety of kitchen gadgets. My ex-wife, on the other hand, she bakes all of the time. So she gets great value from having these tools on hand so that she can make the recipe she wants to make. And if you live in Arizona, I'll bet you have one jacket. I live in Portland and I spend a lot of time outside, so I get a lot of value from having a variety of different jackets to match the variety of weather conditions that we face, including walking the dog when it's stormy.